Has anyone already failed on their New Year's resolutions? February is when it really starts, right? January is just like a write-off month. If you're skipping out on your resolutions, keep watching. There's a better way to keep yourself accountable, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Hi everyone, welcome back to the Ready Set Life YouTube channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Brittany and I am a financial coach who makes videos all about empowering you to take the fear out of finance so that you can live the rest of your life. I upload new videos every Thursday, so don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my new videos. Falling short on your goals can be really disheartening. It makes you not even want to start them in the first place. But I've got a super not so secret trick to stay on track with all of my resolutions, and not just finances. And that is making SMART goals. Now, you may have heard of this method, but just in case you haven't, SMART stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and timely. Using the SMART method can really help you structure your goals when you're creating them so that they're actually achievable and you stick to them. Let me show you what I mean. If I have a client that comes to me and says, I want to save more money, I'm going to say, excellent, I love hearing money saving goals, but what does this mean to you? How are you going to save it? How much are you going to save? And when are you going to save it by? This is why we use the SMART method. We want to make the goal specific so that we actually know what we're doing. We want to make it measurable so that we can track our progress. We want to make it attainable so that we know that it's actually possible. We want to make it relevant so that we can keep ourselves accountable. And we want to make it timely so that we know when we're done. So let's use this example, but change it up a bit. Instead of saying, I want to save more money, let's make this goal specific by giving it an amount, say $10,000. Once you make a goal specific, it's usually pretty easy to see how you're going to measure it. With this, we can take a look at a bank account, for example, and see how close or far we are from that amount. A good tip I tell my clients is that if you're having trouble with the measurable part, it's probably not specific enough. In this case, I'd suggest even making it more specific by giving it a deadline, say the end of 2019, so that we're able to clearly see how far or close we are to that goal given the timeline. The next step is to make the goal attainable. If you want to save $10,000 by the end of 2019, make sure that you can actually achieve that. Go through your budget, figure out the available savings rate, and make sure that it aligns with the amount that you want to save. For example, to reach $10,000 by the end of the year, you'll need to save $834 a month. If you're only saving $500 every month, then you're not going to reach that goal. You'll have to figure out whether you want to adjust the ending amount and maybe save a little less, or make up the difference with side hustles and extra income. Whatever your goal is, just make sure that you have a realistic and attainable plan for achieving it. Now we want to make our goal relevant. And what this means is that we want to find out our why. We want to make sure that we're keeping ourselves motivated and accountable throughout the whole process because it's relevant to what we actually want and it fits in with the priorities of our life. If you're just saving $10,000 for fun, you're a lot less likely to achieve it than, say, if you're saving $10,000 towards a down payment on a house. Make sure that you understand why you want to achieve that goal and make sure that it fits in with the rest of your priorities. The last step is to make sure that the goal is timely. Now, we already kind of did this when we made our goal specific, but whenever you're making any sort of commitment, you're going to want to make sure that it's got a deadline. It really helps to give yourself a structure so you can understand how things are going and know when it's done. By 2019 is a great timeline because then we know by the end of December 31st, 2019, we're going to have a completed goal. Is all this making sense so far? Let's do another slightly more complicated example. Say you're thinking about switching banks and you want to use the next couple months to figure out the banking situation. So you're going to want to make sure that it's specific, measurable, and timely by asking yourself questions like, what do I want to ultimately achieve? How will I get there? In what time frame will I do this? Do a big brainstorm of all the little subtasks and details that you'll need to figure out in order to meet the ultimate goal of figuring out the banking situation. Once you've done this, you're probably going to have a lot better of an idea of how to title that goal. Instead of saying, I'll figure out my bank situation, after the brainstorm, you might say, by the end of March 2019, I will have researched and understood all of the rates, fees, and accounts associated with my banking products so that I can make an informed decision about whether the bank fits my needs. I know, it's a mouthful, but this goal is specific. We know exactly what we want to do. It's measurable because we can track how far along we are in the research given the amount of banking products that we have. And it's timely with its deadline of March 2019. Now we need to make sure that it's attainable. How many banking products do you have? How much time do you think that it would take to research each one? How much time do you think that you could dedicate to this in the next 3 months? Given all of those variables, does this time frame make sense? Make sure you think about how you're actually going to achieve the goal before you're making it. And the last thing is to make it relevant to your life. Why are you reviewing your bank products? Does it fit in with an overarching priority of becoming more informed and financially knowledgeable? Or are you doing it just because you think you should? Make sure that you actually want to achieve the goal for yourself. That's where the accountability and the motivation is going to come from. All right, I know, it's a lot of information, but it's a video, so feel free to pause, go back, and rewatch the stuff that you missed. If you're interested in making smart financial goals on your own, I've developed a step-by-step worksheet guide to help you out. I've linked it in the description down below so that you can download and get started on making your own smart goals for 2019. Let me know what your financial goals are in the comments down below. Are you looking to save more money, or get rid of your debt, or maybe just organize your finances better in general? I'd love to hear what you're working on. If you like this video, remember to give it a thumbs up and share it with all of your friends. And if you want to see more of my videos, don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell icon to be notified of all my future uploads. Thanks for watching.